After being closed for about 3.5 weeks, many St. Louis County parks are now open once again, but with a catch. Today we have live team coverage for you looking at how federal money will be spent, also the push to get cameras in long-term care facilities, and the reopening of St. Louis County parks. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for News 4 at 4. I'm Claire Kellett. We do begin this afternoon with the reopening of the St. Louis County parks. Not all the parks, though, are reopened, and there are some restrictions inside many of them. News 4's Ray Preston joins us live with a look at the changes that we can expect.
Well, we are along Grants Trail in South St. Louis County. You can see behind me one of the many signs that have been put up during this pandemic. So, first of all, you should know that more than 30 county parks did reopen this morning, but more than 20 will remain closed, and the county executive says a park could be closed again if people do not abide by social distancing. Madeline Tossi and her 3-year-old daughter Everly were some of the first to enjoy Creve Coeur Lake Park in Maryland Heights as it reopened.
We've just been staying home, but we wanted to go on an adventure today.
You'll see some differences at the county parks that are now open. Most of the loop trails for riding and walking are now one-way. Trails such as Grants Trail, where it would not be feasible, will remain two-directional. Closing the parks has been controversial, as those in favor said there was no social distancing. But critics said they were needed for people to get out and exercise.
Our parks is a relief valve for our community. Our kids can only watch so much Netflix. Our adults can only do so much homeschooling and parenting and education, and only so many Zoom videos for their work product.
Restrooms will continue to remain locked. Tuesday afternoon, workers were putting up orange plastic fencing around the pavilion to keep parkgoers from congregating. Hundreds of signs are also being put into place reminding people to maintain social distancing, avoid crowds, and stay home if you're sick. 3 county park rangers have tested positive for COVID-19 and recovered. That included the deputy commander of the county park rangers. Today, he's back on the job.
It's great to be back. It's great that the parks are opening up, and for everybody just to remember to maintain social distance.
Tossi has been furloughed from her job, but says she has been able to get in some exercise.
We make sure we're out every day and outside at our house, so we go around and go walks and we feed the ducks. So it's an extra bonus to be able to go into the parks.
So you see the playground temporary closed sign. That's because playgrounds are parts of the park that will still remain closed even if the park overall does open. So we got dog parks, indoor facilities, basketball, racquetball courts, shelters, and again, the playgrounds, those will all remain closed even in a park that is, quote, open. Now, we have a whole list of the parks that are open and closed and some of the rules on our website. Of course, you just go to KMOV.com. Reporting live in South St. Louis County, Ray Preston, News 4.